An Egyptian court has ordered YouTube blocked in Egypt for 1 month as a penalty for YouTube hosting the Innocence of Muslims video that depicted the Prophet Muhammad in a very hateful, ignorant light. And that video caused widespread outrage among the Muslim world in the fall of last year. Now, the 13-minute film trailer is one of the worst made pieces of visual media I've ever personally seen, but it still managed to piss off a lot of Muslims all over the Muslim world because of how disrespectful it still managed to be. So I definitely understand why Muslims are offended by this video, but to order YouTube to take it down is answering ignorance with ignorance and just playing to the lowest common denominator. Not even to mention the ridiculous idea of suspending YouTube for a whole month. The irony here is pretty rich. The Egyptian people are free of the Mubarak regime partly because of how quickly scenes of revolt and dissension spread across Egyptian society through videos posted on YouTube. And now the fragile, young, democratically elected Egyptian government wants to shut it down? The Muslim world needs to realize, whether it's the Danish cartoon scandal of a few years back or the latest video that makes them enraged, these things are going to keep on happening, especially if it sparks such an outrage, such chaos. Because in the words of the brilliant Alfred,
some men just want to watch the world burn.
There's always going to be somebody out there who wants to do the next antagonistic stunt, like depicting the Prophet Muhammad just to spark a reaction. And then, of course, there's the very real possibility that the government could have some ulterior motives in this case, using the film as an excuse to shut down one of the best sources the people have of communicating, exposing abuses of power, and showing abuses by the government. But either way, whatever the government's motivation in this case, shutting down YouTube is not the right move. It will only come back to haunt them, as it will foment distrust and outrage among its people.